They call me Pharmacist Ben. I'm a nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements in my practice and dietary and lifestyle strategies instead of prescription drugs. Never did understand the logic of using prescription drugs, which at the end of the day are really poisonous substances. Why would you use a poison on an already burdened body in the interest of health? The fact of the matter is, there isn't a single drug on planet Earth that can do anything to reverse a chronic degenerative disease. But no matter, because we got nutritional supplements, and health and wellness are really in the realm of nutritional supplementation and lifestyle strategies much more than they are in the realm of what we call the modern medical model. Listen, we got a big problem. We got a sick country. We're overweight. We're mentally ill. We're diabetic. We're inflamed, all while being more medicalized than any other country in the history of mankind. When it comes to infant mortality, cancer, heart disease, longevity, we're at or near the bottom of the list behind countries like Chile and Cuba and Colombia, France and New Zealand. Despite having the most expensive, by far, healthcare system on the planet, the United States ranks last among 11 industrialized countries on measures of health system, quality, efficiency, access to health care, healthy lives. This is according to a new Commonwealth Fund report. The other countries in the study, Australia, Canada, France, Germany, Netherlands, New Zealand, Norway, Sweden, United Kingdom, we're at the bottom of the list. And there's room for improvement everywhere, but the United States stands out because we got the highest cost and the lowest performance. When it comes to disease, health is not about medicine. Being healthy is not about being doctored. The body is a beautiful, biological, exquisitely engineered system designed to self-repair, and dis-ease should not exist. Dis-ease simply means that something is missing and something is getting into the system that shouldn't be there. There are all kinds of horrible things that can happen to us in terms of our health. I talked to a gal today who has a condition called burning mouth syndrome. Can you imagine this? Burning, scalding, searing sensation in your tongue and in your mouth, nonstop. It can go on for years. How about IBS, Crohn's disease? We have to go to the bathroom dozens of times a day. All degenerative diseases can be awful to endure. Something as simple as nausea or back pain or migraine headaches can make life miserable. And all of these horrible things, all these terrible things that can go wrong in our body are not necessary. They're simply a sign that something is missing and the wrong stuff is getting into the system. Of all the health conditions, of all the horrible things that can go wrong in the body, nothing beats cancer for sheer terror and ultimate pain and agony. Cancer is the body eating itself, even from a metaphorical perspective, let alone a literal one. It's hard to think of anything more horrifying than a diagnosis of cancer. Cancer, like all diseases, is a disease of cells. It's not an organ problem. Lung cancer is not a lung problem. It's a lung cell problem. Muscle disease or brain cancer or liver cancer or bone cancer, these are not organ or system cancers. They're cell cancers. All diseases are cell diseases. Cell is an incredibly complicated entity, and it needs to have nutrients. We call them the mighty 90 nutrients. It needs to have oxygen. It needs to be detoxified. And by the way, sugar is a major toxin. If it's swimming in toxicity, including sugar, if it's not getting the oxygen that it needs, if it's not getting the mighty 90 nutritional elements that it needs, the amino acids and the vitamins and the minerals, there's no way a cell can do its business. And ultimately, this is what cancer is about. A cell that can't do its business. A cell that is at its wit's end. A cell that has been starved and suffocated and toxic for so long it doesn't know what else to do. So it divides like crazy as a way of utilizing the little nutrients and the little oxygen that it has, as a way of living in the toxicity that it has to exist in. Cancer is a cellular disease, and cancer is an electrical disease. The electrical nature of a cell is thrown off. This is a major key to understanding how cancer works. The emperor of all maladies, as cancer has been called, is an electrical phenomenon. And understanding its electronics is the key to understanding how to correct it. A cancer cell is like an electronic system whose circuitry has been jammed. And what is it that has jammed the circuitry? Inflammation, toxification, starvation, and suffocation. More inflammation, more toxification, starvation, suffocation. And folks, this is not a chemotherapy issue. This is not an oncology issue. This is a health issue. And that is such good news because it means once we understand this, we can take care of it ourselves. Health issues involve lifestyle. There's 10 million people in this country affected by cancer. That means over 300 million people do not have cancer. That means some of us are doing this thing right. And what are we doing right? Getting on the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, getting on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, making sure you're using your ultimate essential fatty acids, and making sure you're using your OsteoFX. And by the way, the Z radical is one of the fucoidonin, the Z radical, is one of the most potent anti-cancer substances we know of. Natural anti-cancer substances, non-toxic anti-cancer substances. Of course, your nightly essence and your ultimate enzymes. Those are two major tools in our nutritional anti-cancer belt. Deep breathing techniques, keeping your blood sugar stable, using your sweeties. All of these are wonderful, non-toxic lifestyle strategies that don't involve the medical model that we can incorporate ourselves no matter what our health challenges is. Our health is simple, you guys. It's a matter of putting the good stuff in and making sure the bad stuff doesn't get in. The good stuff, the Mighty 90 essential nutrients, good clean oxygen, good water. The bad stuff, sugar, toxicity, lousy thoughts, lousy feelings, and of course spiritual disconnection that has to be factored into the mix as well. Look, health is simple. Let us show you how easy it can be. Our number 831-685-1080, 888-379-2552, toll free if you've got a health challenge, health condition, or if you have questions about the longevity products. We want to hear from you. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc today. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Longevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with arthritis, strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee. Longevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Longevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Longevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
When you perspire, working or playing, your body is losing more than just water. That's why it tastes salty. But what you're sweating out is more than just salt and potassium, as some sports drinks will have you believe. One of the most well-known sports drinks only has 2 nutrients, and it's loaded with sugar. Some have a mineral or two with a couple of vitamins. Longevity's exceptional sports drink, Rebound FX, is chock full of cancer-fighting antioxidants, a full spectrum of vitamins, plant-derived minerals, and herbs. Rebound FX is a highly absorbable liquid supplement that gives you quick, sustained energy. Rebound FX supports cardiovascular health, immune health, and boosts stamina and energy. Don't short yourself during and after your workout with just a couple of nutrients. Drink Longevity's Rebound FX for optimal health. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Through his research as a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that most health problems afflicting livestock can be prevented. prevented and even reversed. Many of these same health challenges also occur in humans. These too can be prevented and reversed. Doc's original formula, called the pig arthritis formula, alleviated all arthritis symptoms in animals. The same basic formula has been developed for humans, called the Pig Pack, which includes plant-derived minerals, a multiple vitamin complex, glucogel, and EFAs. Add to that Youngevity's OsteoFX Plus, a proprietary blend of liquid calcium, magnesium, and glucosamine. Now you have the Pig Pack Plus to make up the 90 essential nutrients Dr. Wallach has identified as necessary for sustained good health and longevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I'll be sitting in for the next 45 minutes, as we always do on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program, with my good buddy, Doug Winfrey. What is up, Douglas?
Oh, great to have you back on the show.
Thank
you.
you.
Got a CNN story here, headlined, "Stress at Work is Just as Bad as Secondhand Smoke." Say stress isn't just annoying, it's bad for your health, as bad as secondhand smoke, according to a new study from the Harvard Business School and Stanford University. According to one of the co-authors, Joel Goh, an assistant professor of business administration at the Harvard Business School, says, when you think about how much time individuals typically spend at work, it's not that surprising. The report compiled evidence from 228 other studies and found that high job demands increase the odds of having an illness diagnosed by a doctor by 35%. Long hours increase the chances of early death by almost 20%, saying the biggest stressor was worrying about you might lose your job, and that increased the odds of having poor health by 50%. They give some recommendations here on what you can do to help reduce stress in your life. They say keep a work stress journal. Experts at the Mayo Clinic advise writing down when you feel stressed during conversations with a particular person. For example, it may not be your job, but an individual who's causing problems. There you go on to say do a reality check. The Harvard study showed the biggest stressor is worrying you might lose your job. And you have to ask yourself, do I really like my work? According to a psychologist in Los Angeles, they found that patients who love their work deal with stress much better than those who don't. And they also say that think through the worst-case scenario. Afraid you're going to lose your job. What would you do if you did? They advise taking steps now by rewriting your resume, reaching out to former colleagues to see if they're hiring, and saying setting limits with your boss. If your boss wants you to work 10-hour days instead of 8 hours, tell them you can't, but going on to explain all the work you get done in an 8-hour day. Make it about project orientation, not time orientation. So there you go.
They forgot one remedy. They forgot one thing. Your de-stress capsules.
That's right. De-stress.
They forgot to mention the de-stress. What is the de-stress have in it that makes it anti-stress, you know? It's got two of the most spectacular anti-stress vitamins. And these two vitamins are so interesting because they're uniquely excreted by the body. They're excreted and eliminated faster than any other vitamins. You know what I'm talking about? Vitamin C and the B complex, especially pantothenic acid, vitamin B5. That's one of the way I look at it, Doug, this is one of the hidden causes of our illnesses, not just when it comes to how our poor stress response, but to all illnesses, especially heart disease and brain health issues, digestive health issues, and skin issues for that matter, is this idea that we lose our vitamin C, we lose our B complex, and we lose our electrolytes as we go to the bathroom, as we urinate. So the more we go to the bathroom, the more water we're drinking. You know how everybody's drinking lots of water today. The more water we drink, the more we urinate, the faster we lose our vitamin C and the faster we lose our B complex. And these are our stress management nutrients. In addition to being important for the brain and the skin and the digestive system and the heart, these are our stress management vitamins. If you're dealing with any stressors, and by the way, sugar is a major stressor. Certainly mental stresses, as Doug mentioned, mental stresses and psychological stresses and emotional stresses are factors, but sugar is a stressor, and food toxins are a stressor, and digestive issues are stressors. If you're dealing with any of these stressors in your life, it's imperative that you get on the B complex and vitamin C in the form of your de-stress, in the form of your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, in the form of your Ultimate Daily, in the form of the Healthy Start Pack for that matter. Let us show you how simple it is to reverse your health challenges. If you're dealing with a stressful situation, if you're dealing with any kind of health condition, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552 is our toll-free number. We welcome your phone calls on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. We'll take a break and come back right after this. Don't go away. So vitamin B5, love that stuff. That's your main anti-stress vitamin. That's your adrenal gland's favorite vitamin. Well, maybe along with vitamin C. Vitamin B5 and vitamin C are your two major anti-stress vitamins if you're dealing with stressful conditions, and degenerative diseases count as a stressful condition. Degenerative diseases are largely the cause of dirty blood. If you go to a doctor and you tell him, mention the word sepsis to him, he'll tell you that sepsis, man, that is majorly life-threatening. That is red alert emergency. And he's right, because once stuff gets into the blood, we're off to the disease races. But what the medical model doesn't recognize is the fact that sepsis, dirty blood, can be subclinical. That means it doesn't have to be bad enough to put you in intensive care or to land you in a hospital. Sepsis can be under the radar, and it can be gradual. It can and it is gradual. It starts off when we're very young. Our blood becomes more and more dirty over time as we develop holes in our digestive tract. Our digestive tract literally gets weakened. And this is the causes, from a physical perspective, of degenerative diseases. Stuff getting into the blood that shouldn't be getting into the blood. And it's called sepsis. Except I call it subclinical sepsis to indicate that it's not the kind of sepsis that lands you in a hospital. How do you clean the blood? Well, there's lots of ways to do it. One of the most important ways is to get yourself on a good nutritional supplement program, especially one that features vitamin C. Vitamin C is your major anti-sepsis vitamin. Super important for cleaning the blood. And, of course, vitamin B5 for taking care of your adrenal glands, making sure you're getting enough electrolytes, really the entire Mighty 90. I hate isolating specific nutrients because they're all important. All the Mighty 90 nutrients, all the Mighty 90 essential nutrients work like a team. It's like in baseball, you know. Who's more important, the third baseman or the shortstop? What do you think, Doug? Third base or shortstop? Neither. You can't win if you don't have third.
Depends on who's at bat.
Did you ever see that? Did you ever watch that? That is some funny stuff. That's Abbott and Costello you're talking about?
No, that's who's on first.
That's who's on first. No, that's something else. No, it doesn't matter. My point is that third base is equally important as shortstop. You can have the best baseball team in the world, but if you're missing one of the nutrients, one of the positions, you're not going to win a lot of games. Likewise, when it comes to nutrition, this is the whole idea of being on a nutritional program. This is the whole idea of being on a system, and this is why medical studies that purport to do research on vitamin E, for example, or just on vitamin D, or sometimes on beta carotene or vitamin A. This is the flaw with these kinds of studies. They'll do a study on one single vitamin. You know what I'm talking about, Doug? They'll do a study on one single nutrient,
and then they'll usually not very much of it.
And there's not very much of it, exactly. And then they'll say, well, we tested that vitamin E, and that doesn't work, and that's silly. Well, it's silly and it doesn't work because it's the vitamin E and vitamin D and all your nutrients, your micronutrients, are parts of a team. And this is why a nutritional supplement program can be so helpful. That's why it's called the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients. This was Dr. Wallach's great vision. By the way, the difference between micronutrients and macronutrients is we get our energy from the macronutrients. Those are proteins and fats and carbohydrates. But the micronutrients help the body use that energy. The energy comes from protein, fats, and carbohydrates. The vitamins and the minerals or would help us use that energy. And what makes a food valuable is the proportion of micronutrients to macronutrients. This is why people lose weight when they get on a micronutrient program. They don't need as much of the protein, fats, and carbohydrates because they're utilizing its energy much more efficiently. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, taking your phone calls when we come back from our break. 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552, toll free. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program on the ZBS Radio Network. This one is from the journal. Where is this from here? This is from Iowa State University. Check this out. Supplements, exercise could improve muscle mass and strength for older adults. I'm telling you, one of the greatest gifts of the human body is the sicker we are, the faster we turn it around. The more weight we need to lose, the faster we drop the pounds, which means older folks who haven't been supplementing or haven't been taking care of their diet for a long period of time are going to notice benefits quickly from a good nutritional supplement program, especially nutritional supplements that are rapidly absorbed, nutritional supplements that are in liquid format. And of course, I'm talking about the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. If you know somebody in a nursing home, if you know somebody who's going to end up in a nursing home, or somebody who's got some neurological brain problems, perhaps some dementia or forgetfulness, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine will be like a miracle. Why? Because nutritional supplementation plus the divine force is a miracle. Once you put these nutrients in, you're going to be amazed by how quickly the body can turn it around, especially when it comes to brain function and neurological issues, and especially when it comes to older folks. All right, 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Doc today, along with Doug Winfrey, and you and your phone calls. Who's first on the line, Doug?
Oh, let's head to Michigan. And Sherry, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
What's up, Sherry?
Ben, I have been with Longevity since last October.
Okay.
And when I started out, I had several health problems because I've had a lot of surgeries over the years. But I had really bad digestive problems, gastroparesis. The Longevity products have helped me get on the other side of that. I still have to baby myself with it, but I'm on the other side of it.
Good for you.
It seems, because I'm not bloating and...
Good for you. Now, yeah. Sherry, so for the listeners, gastroparesis is an incredibly uncomfortable condition where you just feel like the food just sits in your stomach, basically, and you feel like you have this heavy weight.
Yeah.
Did I describe that well? Go ahead, Sherry. How can we help you?
It was actually, for me, it was like having a heart attack full time. The pain,
oh my gosh,
with that kind of chest pain.
That's
and
awful.
It wouldn't go away because I was so bloated. And
well, how can we help you, ma'am?
It took a lot. Well, I'm on the other side of that, but what I can't seem to get on the other side of is the body aches, the pains, the fibromyalgia pains.
Yeah. That's all connected.
The chronic fatigue.
That's all connected, ma'am.
I can't seem to get on the other side of it.
All right, well, let's get you on the other side.
Products.
Let's get you on the other side, okay, Sherry? Here's the deal. You're on the Healthy Start Pack, correct?
On and off.
On and off?
Biomedic.
No, get on the Healthy Start Pack and stay on.
Around. Okay.
Stay on the Healthy Start Pack. I want to get you fixed up, okay? Stay on the Healthy Start Pack. Make sure you're sipping on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. You want to take 9 of the EFAs a day, and then you want to take 2 capfuls of the multiple of the OsteoFX. You want to take 3 of the Ultimate EFAs in the morning, noon, and night, and then you want 2 capfuls of the OsteoFX, and that's the basics. That'll get you your mighty 90, but there's going to be a few more things you want to do. Make sure you're using the nightly essence. I'll be doing 9 a day, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 3 at night. You want to do your Ultimate enzymes with all of your meals. Now, you got a serious issue going on in the intestine, and it probably is following the years of problems with your digestive system. When you have fatigue and you have fibromyalgia, this is for everybody, by the way. When you have fatigue, you have fibromyalgia. When you have any chronic, just feeling blah sorts of issues, it can involve the brain, fuzziness. I'm sure you have that as well. Problems with thinking clearly, etc., anxiety, insomnia issues. All of these need to be backtracked to the hormone estrogen and the digestive system. And your best friend when it comes to processing estrogen is going to be the Biolumin Nightly Essence. That's why I say you must be on that, in addition to the Healthy Start Pack and the digestive enzymes. Also, your Fucoid Z can be very helpful for you for processing estrogen, as well as for helping clear the blood and for helping protect the digestive system. Make sure you're using some apple cider vinegar with all your meals as well. And there's one more thing that's very important that you do, and I'll tell you what that is when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We'll take a break and come back right after this. We got Sherry on the line. Did everything I say so far make sense? Work on fats and the digestive system. So far, so good? Sherry?
Well, I was trying to write it all down, but you're saying it so fast that
I know, I did go fast. I did, but there's archives. You got to go back to the archives and listen up.
How much? Okay.
Okay, but let me say one last thing. I'm going to say two last things. One of the most underappreciated products in the longevity line, in my opinion, is the glucogel caps. Everybody knows how important the glucogel caps are for arthritis and for the joints, but what a lot of us don't realize, and we don't even talk about it that much, is the fact that the glucogel caps are great for your digestive system. Number one, the glucosamine in the glucogel caps will help rebuild the digestive tract, and that's very important. And then also, the gelatin is very helpful for digestive health. Between the gelatin and the glucosamine, you've got a wonderful digestive support supplement. Now, a couple last things. Vitamin D is very important for gut bacteria and the immune system. Make sure you're getting out in the sun to get your vitamin D. And then the last thing is do a food diary and eliminate problem foods. It's very important. You notice we're focused. Everything I told you about places the attention, the spotlight on the digestive tract, and that's where you want to be focusing on. Thanks so much for your call, Sherry. Hope we helped you out. Okay, who's next on the line?
Let's head to Indiana, and Diane, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Yo, Diane, what's up?
My son had back surgery 3 years ago, and it was unsuccessful, but after the surgery, blood pooled in the nerves in his legs, and he's been in terrible pain ever since, and I was just wondering what maybe.
Well, there's a lot he could do. Now, we got to build him up. We got to make him stronger, be like a bodybuilder. How old's your son?
He's 48.
And what precipitated this thing? How did this thing start?
I think he had a, degenerative...
Okay. So in other words, this is a health condition that's been going on for a while. And it's just kind of hit emergency. So here's what you do, and this happens a lot. And again, this is for everybody listening who's dealing with some kind of long-term chronic issue. What you got to do is, number one, you got to simplify, and number two, you got to backtrack. So you simplify to three main systems: the digestive system, the blood sugar system, and the stress management system. Those are the three main systems that you got to handle when you're dealing with some kind of long-term chronic issue that's got a lot of working parts. That's how you simplify. Then you backtrack. You start, number one, with the stress management system. When the body's condition is deteriorating, it's usually under a lot of duress. And the body cannot heal when it's under duress. Yes, it's true. The body is a healing and regenerating system. We talk about this all the time. But the body cannot do its healing and regenerating work when it's under duress. We have a culture where we feel like sitting on the couch is somehow lazy. Well, guess what? Sitting on the couch is the best medicine you could ever use. And this is what it means to be able to exploit or leverage what I call the relaxation response. And the relaxation response is where healing occurs. Deep breathing is one of the all-time great ways to access the healing response. Also, a hot tub and a hot bath and massages and Reiki and meditation and yoga. There's lots of ways to access this relaxation healing response. Even something as simple as sitting on the couch can help facilitate healing. All right, second thing is you go to the blood sugar system. You stabilize the blood sugar. How do you stabilize the blood sugar? Number one, you get on the sweeties for sure after all your meals. Number two, you get on the Healthy Start Pack, including the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. The BTT has got great sugar metabolizing nutrients. And most importantly, you restrict your intake of the fast-burning sugars and the pastas and the rices and the cereals and the potatoes and all the stuff we love so much. And I didn't say zero tolerance. I said you restrict your intake to those kinds of foods. If you want a quick, handy-dandy way to wean yourself off of sugars and sweets, make sure you get on the Slender FX. Protein, especially whey protein, which the Slender FX has, is a great way to wean yourself off of sugar. Great idea for diabetics, too. And then the third thing is, and maybe of all these 3 points that we're talking about, the digestive system may be the most important. You got to get to the bottom of digestive issues. Number one, because you're not going to absorb your nutrients if you got a digestive system breakdown. And number two, because toxicity is going to get into the blood. if you have a digestive system breakdown, and that's just going to muck up the works. All the things we just talked about, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night. The ultimate enzymes, after all your meals, do a little bit of apple cider vinegar with it. Use the Fucoid Z and the glucogel caps as well, and make sure you're on the Healthy Start Pack. So it really is as simple as that. When it comes to taking care of your body from a physical perspective, it's what is getting into the system that shouldn't be, and it's what's not getting into the system that should. All right, thanks for your call. Hope we helped you out. Who's next on the line, Doug?
Let's head to Idaho, and Janie, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Janie.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. What's going on?
Okay, I have a friend, a male friend, that is 52 years old. He's 5'5" in height, 135 pounds. He had a mole on the side of his head, just above his ear. They removed it, and it turned out to be cancer, and it spread to his bones, liver,
Wow.
and lungs.
Okay. Well, he's in a world of hurt there. So now, this is the thing. Once the body breaks down, you got to handle it before this happens. But what do? Okay, so here's how we handle the situation. This is an emergency situation, okay? First and foremost, the body has to be calmed down. Cancer is a hyperactive state. It's a state of rapid cell division. It's a chaotic state from an energy perspective. Do you follow me, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, so you have to calm the body down. Do not marginalize all the things we talked about. Do not think it's silly or some airy-fairy strategy to calm the body down with deep breathing, to calm the body down by using hot water, to calm the body down with massage, to calm the body down just by sitting still. All of these mechanisms are very important for the healing process. Hyperbaric oxygen, by the way, where they drive oxygen into your lungs, is another strategy. Cancer can't live in a state of oxygen, and cancer loves sugar. It hates oxygen, and it loves sugar. So in addition to making sure that you're doing your relaxation techniques, you also want to probably make sure he's fasting, restricting his intake of especially fast-burning sugars while he's getting his nutrition. That's why the Healthy Start Pack can be so helpful. I would absolutely be getting on the Healthy Start Pack, as well as the Ultimate Selenium and the Fucoid Z. Have your friend or yourself do a Google search on fucoidin, which is the active ingredient in the Fucoid Z, and cancer, and you're going to get some incredible results. Studies that show that fucoidin is not only anti-cancer, but it cleans the blood, it supports the immune system. There's almost endless benefits from the Fucoid Z, and of course the Z Radical as well, but you get more bang for your buck for the Fucoid Z. Calm the body down, stabilize the blood sugar, make sure you're fasting, use the Healthy Start Pack and the Ultimate Selenium especially. If you want to go extracurricular, hyperbaric oxygen, that sometimes helps folks. Saunas are another strategy, by the way, for relaxing the body and activating the healing, relaxing so-called parasympathetic nervous system. Thanks for your call. God bless you. I hope everything works out. Okay, can we get one more in, Doug?
Yeah, let's head to Washington State. And Michael, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Michael.
Hey, listen, I called you a couple of weeks ago, and you helped me on your radio program.
Okay.
But I've got this major problem that I've been going through. I've been in severe pain for the last 7 weeks.
Oh my God!
And,
what kind of pain? What, mechanical pain or
pain into my hip, and it got to the point where I couldn't even walk.
Did it just show up spontaneously? How did it happen? Did it just show up, or did you get into an injury? Did you have an injury? Did you get into an accident?
I don't know what brought it on. And
Okay.
I got a hitch in my leg, and then,
How old are you, Michael?
65.
Okay,
And
are
it
you a big
caved in
guy?
on me, so
Are you a big guy?
Let me finish here,
Yeah.
please.
Okay.
Because I know I only got so much time.
Go
But
ahead,
anyway,
go ahead.
I got a long around the mountain with my medical doctor, my chiropractor. Anyway, I finally insisted on an MRI, which I had a few days ago, and then I met with my orthopedic
Michael,
surgeon.
I need you to cut to the chase here, bro, because I'm going to run out of time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got early vascular necrosis.
Got it. Let me tell you all about it, okay? Vascular necrosis is when the blood vessels die and they don't feed the bones, and you end up with bones that dissolve, basically. Why? Because they're not nourished, they're not breathed, they're not respirated, they don't have oxygen, I should say, and because they're toxic. And it all is secondary to blood supply that is decaying and disintegrating. So hang tight, Michael. We'll talk about it when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program on the CBS Radio Network. We'll be back right after this. All right, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Pharmacist Ben and Doug Winfrey talking to Michael about avascular necrosis. Simply means that your blood vessels are dying and tissue is not responding very well. Avascular means no blood. Necrosis means death. Death to the bone because of disintegrating blood vessels. You follow me there, Michael?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what we got to do is we got to figure out what caused the blood vessels to degrade in the first place. That shouldn't happen. That tells me there's a long-term inflammatory condition going on, which means you have a long-term problem. Now, you're 65, you said, so that's understandable. If you've been doing something, and it's something that you shouldn't be doing, you've been doing it for 65 years or for a long time. So, number one, we got to do the same thing we do for everything else. We backtrack and we work with the 3 points. We simplify to the 3 points where the disease process begins. That is stress management, that is blood sugar, and that is the digestive system. And they're all interrelated, but we focus on them individually. So, you start off with the stress management component. Oxygen and blood go hand in hand. If you're not getting blood to a certain area, that means that area is not getting oxygen, which means you're dealing with serious problems with low levels of oxygen to the tissues, to the cells, and in the blood. So sitting on the couch and practicing deep breathing can be amazingly helpful for you. Any kind of relaxation techniques, anything that opens up the blood vessels. This is what relaxation does. It opens up the circulation, so it increases the blood supply, and that means more nutrition, more detox, and more oxygen. So that's first and foremost. Then the second thing is blood sugar. Blood sugar, number one, and insulin, which follows blood sugar, are both destructive to blood vessels. So between the 1-2 punch of sugar and insulin, and guaranteed you've got problems that way, between the 1-2 punch, you're going to end up with circulatory problems. Blood vessel problems and blood sugar problems go hand in hand. So the sweeties for you, all the sugar restriction techniques that we talked about earlier, avoiding the fast-burning sweets and breads. And I'm not saying zero tolerance, but the best you can do, as well as you can go zero tolerance, as close to zero tolerance as you can get, better off you're going to be. After sugar, by the way, you guys, if you're diabetic or you got blood sugar problems, and for everybody really, after you eat bread and pasta, desserts and fruit juice and the blood sugar spiking foods, drink lots of water. It will dilute your blood sugar. Make sure you take your sweeties. And then you focus on the digestive system, and I would venture a guess that you've had long-standing digestive conditions it's almost impossible not to have with the avascular necrosis, so that you want to start working on food elimination. Make sure you're on the Biolumin Nightly Essence, 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, 3 at night. Of course, the Healthy Start Pack. That goes without saying. I love the Fucoid Z for all circulatory problems. And then make sure you're using your Ultimate Daily to guarantee that you're getting all your nutrients. And then last but not least, and this is also important for the circulatory system and for the immune system and for inflammation and for a lot of things, and that's your Ultimate Selenium, 600 micrograms a day. So got lots of things you could do to work on your blood supply. Consider it to be a digestive issue, a blood sugar issue, and a stress management issue. And get on that Healthy Start Pack as soon as you can. Thanks so much for your call, Michael. Appreciate it. And let's see if we got one more in. Doug?
Yeah, Michael might also want to think about you trying the Oxybody product as well.
The Oxybody, too. Good job.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's head to Illinois. And Bob, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Bob.
Hello. Hey, how are you?
Doing good. How about you?
I'm great. I've got two issues.
Yeah?
More than that, but I got two today.
Okay.
My daughter, Alex, had ACL surgery 2 weeks ago today.
What'd she do?
She's going to start... she's a volleyball player, came down wrong and tore her ACL.
Okay.
But she had surgery 2 weeks ago. She starts rehab today.
Okay.
We have her on glucogel, but I'm wondering, is there anything else?
Tons of stuff. You're not on the Healthy Start Pack?
We are. She's on that. Start Pack and the glucogel.
Healthy Start Pack, glucogel caps, Slender FX. Make sure that she's doing 9 of the EFAs, by the way, on the Healthy Start Pack. Okay? Slender FX for the protein, Fucoid Z, and make sure she's doing her glucogel caps with her Beyond Tangy Tangerine. There's a very interesting relationship between vitamin C and glucosamine. You get a big old dose of vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. So using your Beyond Tangy Tangerine with your glucosamine will improve the effects of the glucosamine. The Ultimate enzymes are wonderful for accelerating the healing process post-surgery, and also the Ultimate enzymes are anti-inflammatory if you take them on an empty stomach. Of course, if you take them with food, it'll help you digest your food. Look, you guys, nobody has to deal with chronic degenerative disease. It's not in the body's nature. It's in the body's nature to heal and to regenerate, but but it needs the raw materials to do its work, the raw materials we call nutrition and nutritional supplementation, and that's what Youngevity is all about. Thanks for listening, folks. I'm Pharmacist Ben for Doc Wallach, Doug Winfrey, all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network. Have an awesome, wonderful, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of PureWorks on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on PureWorks and get PureWorks on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order PureWorks.
If you're up several times every night to go to the bathroom, have frequent urination during the day, feel like you have to urinate but then have difficulty getting a stream going, have leaking, dribbling, or urgency to the point a restroom must always be nearby, you may have an enlarged prostate. According to the National Kidney Foundation, by age 60, more than half of all men have an enlarged prostate, or BPH. By age 85, that number is 90%. According to the American Urological Association. Ultimate ProstFX from Youngevity has been developed for nutritional support of the prostate gland. ProstFX promotes prostate health and supports healthy prostate function. Stop sprinting to the restroom and avoid those embarrassing moments with ProstFX from Youngevity. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
If you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, prediabetes, or the metabolic syndrome, and you're tired of seeing your blood glucose levels rise and fall like a ship on the ocean, but you don't want to take those drugs the rest of your life, Youngevity has an alternative. A product called Sweeties has been developed just for you. Used as part of your regular diet, Sweeties helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels. A formulation specially designed to nutritionally assist your body with the regulation of your blood sugar level. Sweeties supports healthy glucose metabolism because it's fortified with aspartic acid, chromium, and vanadium, all to help you promote healthy blood sugar levels. If you want to get off those drugs and control your blood sugar metabolism naturally, try Youngevity's Sweeties product. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.